Washington, D.C., the White House opens its doors once again for high-stakes diplomacy. On this summer day, US President Donald Trump welcomes Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky with smiles, handshakes, and even laughter, gestures designed to signal optimism as the two men face the daunting task of negotiating peace. This meeting comes against the backdrop of more than 3 years of war between Ukraine and Russia, a conflict that has claimed countless lives, displaced millions, and left Europe on edge. For Trump, the moment offers a chance to present himself as a peacemaker. For Zelensky, it is about securing US support while showing resilience to both his allies and his adversaries. Reporters inside the Oval Office witnessed a lighter moment when one of them, who had previously criticized Zelensky for not wearing a suit at a tense earlier meeting, offered an apology. Zelensky fired back with humor, pointing out that he had changed his suit while the reporter had not. The exchange drew laughter from Trump, setting a friendlier tone to a day of otherwise grave conversations. But beneath the light-hearted banter, serious questions soon followed. Reporters pressed Zelensky on whether Ukraine would commit to holding elections if peace was secured. His answer was cautious yet clear. Yes, but only if conditions were safe. Trump, for his part, turned the conversation to what he often calls fake news, questioning whether the American media even wants peace given its criticism of his handling of the war. Beyond the sound bites, the symbolism of the meeting carried weight. Zelensky presented Trump with a personal letter for the First Lady from his wife, underscoring the human and diplomatic ties at stake. Later, when addressing the cameras directly, Zelensky made his appeal urgent. Children are dying, families are torn apart, and Ukraine cannot stop the war alone. Trump responded with characteristic confidence, insisting the war would end and claiming that if he had been president earlier, it would never have started. For him, the moment was not just about peace, but about political vindication. For Zelensky, it was about survival, sovereignty, and securing guarantees for Ukraine's future defense. Together, their words captured the fragile balance between hope and skepticism, diplomacy and politics, a reminder that while peace may feel closer than before, it remains as uncertain as ever.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to have the President of Ukraine with us. We've had a lot of good discussions, a lot of good talks, and I think progress is being made, very, very substantial progress in many ways. We had a good meeting, as you know.
Yes, sir. I've got a question for each of you.
Yes.
First of all, Mr. President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you look good.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks
Isn't
good
that
on
nice?
you.
That's the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's I remember that.
Yeah, I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed. You are not.
Maybe yours is much better. Real quickly, upon peace, God willing we get peace, are you open to holding an election in your country? First of all, Mr. President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you look good.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks
Isn't that
good on
nice?
you.
That's the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's I remember that.
I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed. You are not.
Maybe yours is much better than mine. Real quickly, upon peace, God willing we get peace, are you open to holding an election in your country?
Yes, of course. We are open for election, yes. We have to do safety circumstances.
So let me just say, 3.5 years from now, so you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's good. I wonder what the fake
You like
news
this
is gonna
idea?
say.
No.
Speaking of news, I got a question for you. This sounds insane for me even to ask this, but do you think the American media really doesn't even want a peace deal? Because they've been so critical of you every step of the way as you lead the charge for peace.
The level of hatred and animosity is incredible. Not with all. I mean, we have great people up here. We also have terrible people up there that I think are told what to say. But when she's got a great love of children, she has a wonderful son that she loves, probably more than anybody, including me. I hate to say it, but...
Thank you, Mr. President. You posted on social media, Mr. President, a very touching letter from the First Lady, and the letter was hand-delivered to President Putin, and it called...
My wife, she, First Lady of Ukraine, she gave the letter. It's not to you, to your wife.
I want it.
Yeah, So we are saying this sensitive topic, yeah. Yes, please. And thank
Very powerful, very big countries, and great people, all friends of mine and friends of yours. And we're going to have some suggestions made. They want to see peace. They would like to see peace.
When did Russia give up? You said last night that
President Trump, do you think it's fair to for Ukraine and for Russia to achieve a lasting and durable peace if Ukraine cedes its territories that Russia hasn't yet conquered? Do you think it's a fair peace for Ukraine?
Because of the fact that Vladimir Putin came to American soil, this was a tremendous defeat for Donald Trump. No, it was really wonderful that he did it. It was a hard thing for him to do, to be honest with you.
on a lot of our friends.
Mr. President, are you willing to commit American troops to that NATO-like protection in order to get President Zelensky to a deal today?
Well, I don't know if you define it that way, but
Mr. President, was there any aspect of your discussion with Vladimir Putin that left you disappointed?
look,
The attacks, you know, that today have been a lot of attacks and a lot of wounded people, and the child was dead, small bomb, 1 year and a half. So we need to stop this war, to stop Russia, and we need support American and European partners.
well, look, the war is going to end. When it ends, I can't tell you, but the war is going to end, and this gentleman wants it to end, and Vladimir Putin wants it to end. I think the whole world is tired of it.
And etc. We have some programs where we can have some money to finance this, and this is a part, I think. It's not a part for the war and to defend us. It also will be a part for security guarantees, to strengthen our army, to rearm Ukrainian army. This is very, very important. And it
Were given, if I were president, this war would have never taken place, and he would have been very happy because he would have liked to have seen. I mean, they went through hell. He went through hell. This war would have never happened, and the people that were killed, a couple of million people, a lot of people with soldiers and everything else, and the people that have been displaced and forced into other areas and other countries because of what's happened, none of that would have happened